Hello, my name's Tim Wheeler. I'm one of the spiritual care practitioners at Ashgate Hospice. Welcome to our short act of remembrance. Remembering is an important part of healing and of regaining a sense of hope. The act of remembrance started as a response to the First World War that started over 100 years ago. The grip of living memory is becoming ever more loosened on that particular conflict. But there have been wars ever since that British forces have been involved in to protect our freedoms and liberties. World War II, the Korean War, Suez Crisis, Falklands, Kuwait, Iraq and Afghanistan, for example. To help us remember this long history, I will take a couple of readings from this fascinating book compiled by Alistair Redfern in 2014 to acknowledge the 100 years since the start of the First World War. The book is called Sacrifice Remembered, Reflections on 100 Years of War by the People of Derbyshire, and I will leave it in the Reflections Room / Chapel at the hospice for people to read in the next few days. Let me read you the story of Willis Marsden, a Derbyshire lad. It's a story of two people really, a story of anonymous bravery, of rehabilitation and a regaining of hope. Willis Marsden was born in 1895 in Bradfield, and he moved with his siblings and parents to Thornhill in 1901. He was called up in 1916 to the 13th Sherwood Foresters and trained at Brockton Camp. Willis was deployed to France on the 6th of August 1916. He reached the front in the middle of September 1916 and served on the Somme. Willis was with his comrades in heavy fighting and was wounded at an outpost. A medical orderly found them and managed to save his comrades. Willis's leg was so badly damaged he could not move. The orderly gave Willis some water and said he would come back for him. Willis remained there for 3 days under heavy bombardment. The same orderly remembered his promise and managed to return to take Willis back to his first aid post. From there he went to military hospital where he had his lower leg amputated. His letters started again and he was admitted to the St John's Ambulance Hospital in preparation for repatriation. Willis returned to hospital in Manchester where gangrene had set into the wound and his leg was amputated higher up. After this he returned home. Later on he lived and farmed with his family at Collins Farm near Hucklow. No one knows who the medical orderly was or who, at great risk to his own life, kept his promise to return for Willis. As we come to our 2 minutes of silence, let me read these well-known words by Lawrence Binyon. They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them. We will remember them. As we close, I will leave you with these words of wisdom written in a poem by 11-year-old Lucy Carroll. Soldiers fighting everywhere, bombs lighting in the air. They fight for control, fight for the land. Two down a hole, come up on sand. People must get along, not blame others for being wrong. Please go home to the mothers. We should fight for peace instead. Love, not might, we should spread.